Hi, I'm Jeff Cannon, President of Citizens Bank of Lawrence County. If you're presently a customer of ours, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to be your bank. We appreciate the confidence you have placed in us and enjoy providing you with the most up-to-date banking products and services to satisfy your needs. If you're not a current customer, we would like to invite you to stop by and let us show you true community banking at its best. We concentrate on our local community, doing our part to make Dublin and Lawrence County a better place to live, work, play, and retire. We recently introduced two new products, eStatements and Access Now, our mobile banking app. Both of these products will help to make banking with us more convenient and will also help to provide you with a safer and more secure banking experience. So for all your banking needs, just give us a call or stop by and let us show you personal banking at its best. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me today my dear friend Eddie Schrader with the Georgia Department of Labor. And Eddie, I don't ever remember having you on with me.
Nope, never been on. This is my first trip.
Well,
Look forward to many more, I hope.
Well, I hope so. Well, you might be tired of me after we get through with this one, haven't we?
We've got a lot going on. We try to keep something going on all the time.
Yep. And Eddie, before we get started, a lot of people may know Eddie through his wife, Tracy Schrader. She's in real estate. You have a beautiful family, I believe 13 grandkids?
13 grandkids.
Isn't it great?
It is. Love them all.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking off camera a little while ago about grandkids, and we had to hurry up and get the show going here because we talk about grandkids all day. You are very involved in the community. We serve as chamber ambassadors together,
yes,
so I know community is dear to you. Isn't it?
It is. Well, you know, when you got that many people in your family and you're raising them in the community, you want the community to be the best it can be, and that's what we're striving to do now.
And tell me, what does our Georgia Department of Labor do in this community?
Well, Georgia Department of Labor handles a lot of things. We handle working with employers, directing employers to resources that we don't handle directly here in town that you may have to get through, like the wage and hour and things like that. We actually have a section that works with agriculture. Miss Cindy Wilson goes out and does outreach for agriculture. I'm the veterans rep. We have a veterans services department, myself and John Key. Many people don't even know we exist. They confuse us with the VA, but we are actually with the Georgia Department of Labor, and we go out and advocate for the hiring of veterans. And through that, that's how I got involved in this community effort here with the Expo, is through my outreach. And
we're here today at Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and we have job fairs coming up in the Sandersville campus on July the 19th.
Correct.
And here at this campus on
the 24th.
24th. Okay, and this is an annual thing. We're going to talk with some of the representatives with OFTC in just a moment, but what part do you play in this job fair?
Well, anything they want me to do. You know, as far as the Georgia Department of Labor goes, I go out and do outreach and try to recruit good employers that actually have jobs and that are hiring to come and participate and be here, so that not just veterans but the community as a whole can come in and actually shake hands and talk to those people eye to eye. It's a first look opportunity. They get to see you, you get to see them. So that's what I do, and so far we've had a really good turnout. We've just about reached our quota. I think we have 5 more slots left. So if you're an employer and you want to participate, better get busy because it's filling up fast.
Yeah, and I would urge that. We were at a meeting here last month, I guess, at a First Friday event, and Heath Taylor asked the question, with about 100 employers in there, who in that room was hiring? And if you remember, I didn't see many hands didn't go up.
Right.
I'd say 80 out of 100, and I didn't count the crowd, but I'd say 80% are hiring. There are jobs available.
There are. And through our Employ Georgia system, right now you can log on to employgeorgia.com, create an account, and look at every job we have in the state. And I can tell you right now, as of this moment before I left the office, we had 362 jobs looking for people to go to work.
Wow.
So there are jobs out there. It may not be exactly what you want, but you won't go hungry and it'll get your foot in the door.
Yeah, and the good thing about that, I told somebody the other day, they didn't want to take a particular job, but, you know, it's just like when we were younger. We worked jobs that we necessarily might not have wanted, but, you know, when you take that job and you work hard and you do good, somebody else is going to notice you and say, hey, I like you, man. You work hard. Will you come to work for my company? So it
Exactly.
opens those doors.
Exactly.
And I know when we were younger, I know I did. I worked jobs from the tobacco field right on up, and it was hard work. And maybe you didn't want to do it at the time, but
Put a little money in your pocket.
put money in your pocket. It gives you work ethic.
Right.
And one thing I hear about employees from employers in this community is how so many people have soft skills and are able to get to work on time, have good work ethic, work hard when they get there. They show up for work. You know, they don't lay out.
And that's probably 80 or 90% of the game right there. Your soft skills are the most important thing. Come to work, be on time, be dressed appropriately, especially when you're meeting that employee for the first time. Dress appropriately. I can't stress that enough. If you don't do anything else, you come in there respectful, be dressed appropriately, wear a big smile, and present yourself. You're selling you. Sell yourself to that employer. Make him want to buy you. Mm-hmm. You know, he's putting out, you know, a huge investment. Before you're actually productive to an employer, after you're hired, he's put 6 months of salary in you before you begin to make him the first nickel.
Yep. And people are going to be hired at this expo, Eddie. I see it every year. People come in, if they're dressed for success, and you know, we can beat that drum this whole show.
Right.
And it don't matter what job you could be applying for a dirty job, but you dress up and you come in and impress that boss, and then he'll tell you how to dress for the job.
Right.
But no matter what that job is, you got to come in with excitement and passion and like you said, and we'll be saying that throughout this show. You'll hear the ladies coming up in a minute, dress for success, because you'll come to this expo, you're going to be hired. You can be hired. I see it. People hired on the spot, and to me, that's what excites me, is to see one of my fellow citizens come in and is passionate about it, and they look good and they dress good, and they're hired on the spot.
Right. They walk out with a career.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just a job. We've got some careers now coming. You know, everybody thinks, oh, I don't want to work for minimum wage. Well, the employers that we have recruited to come in here now, you know, can start you at $30,000 to $50,000 a year. Those are real numbers.
Amen.
Plus benefits.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but benefits to me are super important. Like I say, you know, I have wife, family, kids. I personally just had a medical adventure.
Yeah,
and,
you did.
And listen, you know, that insurance was so important. So I stress to you, come, be prepared, be ready, and as a rule of thumb, try to dress one step above the job that you're applying for.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're applying to be a welder, you know, dress nice, wear khakis and a sports shirt, something like that. Don't come in with a suit and tie on, because they're not going to take you seriously. Mm-hmm. You know, to be a welder. You know, kind of pay attention to what you're looking for.
Take it a notch up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Take one step up, and you'll be good to go.
Okay, we can't go through that whole list you got in your hand. Robbins Air Force Base. Tell me about what's going on there.
We're very excited about Robbins Air Force Base. We contacted them, and they reached out and contacted us back, and they are super, super excited. They're set up, actually, they requested 3 tables, not one. They're bringing 12 employee representatives. They have 1,200 direct hire positions that they're hiring for right now.
Tell me what direct hire means.
Direct hire means you don't go through all that red tape that you normally go through with USA Jobs to get a job on the base. Mm-hmm. They can talk to you on the spot and begin that hiring process right here at the Career Expo.
Now, I hope y'all heard what he said. No government red tape. I mean, that is important, Eddie.
That's very important.
And people that work on the base or work in a federal job, work at the VA, wherever, you know how long it takes to get on, but all that red tape is out of the way, and like you said, it's a direct hire. What about the naval base down in Kingsland or St. Mary's?
Kings Bay, they're looking for welders down there. They're coming. That's at Kings Bay. Mm-hmm. We also have NavAir is coming, which is Naval Air Station out of Jacksonville is coming. The high-skilled jobs. And Georgia Department of Transportation, you know, people always want to get on with the state. Here's your chance.
Benefits.
Here's your chance.
Yeah.
Right. Good job, state job, lifetime benefits, retirements, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there for you. Just come out and be serious about it and put your best foot forward.
Well, and I'm hearing something that I didn't hear in previous years is these good paying jobs with benefits.
Yes.
And to me, the benefits, I'd rather make less money personally
Exactly.
and have the benefits.
Exactly.
So this is great right here. So the dates again.
Is the 19th and the 24th.
Okay, 19th in Sandersville.
24th in Dublin, right here at the Porter Center.
Okay.
Expect a big crowd, so get here early and be ready to go.
Okay, employers, one more time, we got 5 booths available. If you're looking for, you need employees, come call OFTC. The number's there on the screen right now. Just call that number. The information's right there. And anything else we hadn't talked about?
Well, also, as I said, I'm the veterans rep. Now, I work with employers to advocate for getting veterans hired. You will have an opportunity, if you're a veteran, to come and talk directly with a veterans rep, my partner in crime, so to speak, at the Department of Labor is Mr. John Key. He will also be in attendance to assist veterans. So if you're a veteran and you feel like you're underemployed or you're unemployed, you need some help, John's got the information. Come out and get it.
That's got to be fun doing that job. You're a veteran.
Yes.
You help veterans.
Yes.
That's got to be fun.
Best job I ever had.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I love it. If I could sign up and go back in today, I would.
Yeah.
But since I can't, then I'll help veterans
You can
another
help
way.
other veterans.
Just keep serving.
I love it. Eddie, I appreciate you coming on. I know you have a lot going on also, but thank you for coming, taking the time to talk about this.
Thank you for inviting me.
And
anytime.
I appreciate what you do in the community, and thank you for your service.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll be back right after this. Y'all stay with Eddie Schrader right here. Stay with us.
I attended Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and like many others, I was considered a non-traditional student.
My classes at OFTC have taught me the different aspects of a criminal mind and the way the criminal act.
The term non-traditional career refers to jobs that have traditionally been held by one gender. That would be like males in cosmetology or females in welding.
Anyone can do it, regardless of the gender, and as long as you put your mind to it, you can succeed and achieve all your goals.
Welcome back, everybody. I have with me now Sakita Brown. She is the Career Services and Disability Coordinator, and this is your second year being with me. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yep, this is my second year. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, last year you got your feet wet.
Yes.
You got in there, and I'm sure you learned a lot.
I did.
You did?
I did. I learned a lot.
Tell me, you heard Eddie with the Labor Department talking a minute ago. Tell me your perspective and tell me what you've been doing to get ready for this.
Well, I've been sending out registration forms to employers and calling employers and going to meetings to try to meet employers to just encourage them to be a part of this and to come out and see all these job seekers and let them know what they have to offer.
Wasn't it great last year?
It was.
And like I said, it's your first year, but the excitement in the room and to see people come in, not only be here, but to get a job, that's got to be great.
Yes, it was. Last year we had here at the Dublin campus, we probably had over 500, and at the Sandersville campus, we probably had over 200. So
Wow.
roughly together about a little bit close to 750, 800, give or take.
And you see how important it is, as you heard Eddie a while ago, dressing for success. Because when you got 700 people, 750 people, you got to stand out. You got to come out from the herd there, so to speak, and come in and be ready for that job, don't you?
Exactly. As I try to encourage the students here, I tell them that first impression matters, that this would be your first impression, and you want to make a lasting impression on those employers.
Yeah. And I saw something the other day. It says that first impression is made within 8 seconds. So a lot of times that first impression is made before you ever open your mouth.
Exactly.
So that goes back to being ready and looking good and the way you walk. And
Yes.
so many things go into that because, like I said, you may already made that first impression before you ever open your mouth or shake their hand.
Exactly.
So tell me, Disabilities Coordinator, how does that tie into this?
Well, With that, that's just, us giving all the students the same opportunities, regardless whether they have a visual disability or whether they have a learning disability. So every student that attends OFTC has the same opportunities.
And how do you help people that come in with disabilities?
Well, first they have to inform us, so we don't assume.
Right.
So, with that being said, with those students, we help them if they have to have classroom accommodations, whether it's preferential seating or whether it's time and a half. And the list could go on and on. It just depends on the student and their disability.
When you're talking to employers, you said you reach out to employers and reminding them and setting this up. What are they saying to you?
A lot of them, prior to us even sending out the registration form, a couple of employers had already sent me emails reminding me to go ahead and put them on the list.
That's a good
And so,
thing.
so I made sure I went ahead on and emailed them their forms first. But a lot of them are, very thankful that I reached out to them to remind them. And like Eddie said, we only have like 5 more slots for our Dublin campus. So the registration form, they've come in pretty fast, although we was going to cut it off July 6th, but it looks like we're going to be cutting it off this week.
Okay. And so you better get it in. Only 5 left. The number's on the screen. It's real easy. Call the number. Just pick up the phone, call the number, email, whatever we need to do to get in contact. Then you'll take it from there.
Exactly. And just a reminder, the job fair will be July 19th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Sandersville campus, and then July 24th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Dublin campus.
Okay, right here, we're sitting here in the Porter Center. It's the middle building, the Bose Porter Center.
Yes.
And you see this hall behind us. There's nobody in it now, but let me tell you, on that day, it's going to be full, believe me, for somebody that comes every year. We couldn't even be in here talking right now. It'd be so loud. The excitement, as we talked about earlier, and people coming in with that spring in their step and wanting that job. What's the most fun part of your job?
Helping students, making sure that when they leave OFTC, they have great things to say.
And what would you say to these employers? We got 5 left. What would you say to encourage them to pick up the phone and call right now? How's it going to help their business?
It's going to help your business tremendously. Here at OFTC, we have students that we have trained and hope that they leave with all the work experiences and the training that they need to leave so that they can become employed. So if you haven't already sent in your registration form, please do so.
Okay, and I don't think we've mentioned resumes. You need to come in with that resume in your hand and address that for me.
Yes, please have your resume available. To those students who do not have a resume, you can definitely visit me in Career Services. That's part of my job as well, to assist students with their resumes and also mock interviewing if need be. So we do provide those services.
See, I learned something new. As much as I come out here, I did not know that y'all help you do mock interviews.
Yes, I actually did 6 yesterday.
I'm telling you, you learn something new every day. That's why you need to come to this expo right here, because I don't know how many shows I've done out here at Oconee Fall Line. I've never heard that. But one thing I do, and you're in Career Services, but one thing I can assure you, if you come to school out here, when you leave here, just about everybody I know has a job before they come here. If you're in truck driving, you're going to be driving a truck. They got the connections, y'all. So this is not like any other school to me personally. Someone that knows this school, I thought like the back of my hand, you just taught me something. But y'all assist them in getting that job, whether it's cosmetology, criminal justice, truck driving, diesel mechanic, whatever it is.
Whatever program.
Isn't that great? I mean, you got to love that part.
I do.
Okay, anything else we hadn't talked about? I love the disability part of your job. You better do that job good. I'd like to have that job because I love working with people. I'm messing with you there. But I love working with people with disabilities. It's just, because we need places like Oconee Fall Line who, once you identify that disability and I come in and say, I'm blind or whatever it is, you can help me through the process. I can still get an education.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I appreciate you talking to me. You did a great job last year, but every year I got you, you're going to do better, right?
Yes. That's my goal.
I appreciate you being with me today.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and you stay with us. You don't move.
Okay.
We'll be back right after this. When it comes to commercial properties, Century 21 Durden Carnegie has you covered. If you're looking for commercial property, have a look at this property at 1908 Bellevue Road in Dublin, listed at $125. This property has over 1,600 square feet, is located in the city of Dublin, and is ready for you to occupy today. So if you're looking for commercial property, see this property at 1908 Bellevue Road in Dublin. Listing agent is Pam Tillery. For commercial property, count on Century 21. See the property at 2626 Moore Station Road, listed at $995. This property has over 5,000 square feet. And listing agent and broker George Durden will be glad to show you this property today. If you're looking for commercial property, call on the professionals at Century 21 Durden Carnegie. The phone number is 272-1535. Log on to c21dublin.com and contact Century 21 Durden Carnegie today about any of these commercial properties. Century 21 Durden Carnegie, broker George Durden. Welcome back, everybody. I now have with me Dr. Sakitha Adams. You are the Dean of Student Affairs. I got to know what that job is. What do you do every day?
Let me tell you what I do every day. What I do every day is transform lives. I make a difference in a person's life every day at OFTC. That's our mission, to change someone's household. So if you come into these doors, what we're going to do is take you by the hands, and we're going to show you the roadmap on how to become successful. And when you leave us, you are going to be that successful person. So.
And you heard us talking a minute ago. I just love, that's why I have no trouble coming and speaking on behalf of OFTC. But I run into so many people in the community that I was in the hospital recently, and lo and behold, who walks in but students from Oconee Fall Line Technical College, learning with an instructor here at OFTC, and did some things and took care of me in a difficult time. You heard Eddie and I talk a while ago. When you're in that situation and you see, and when I saw them come in, it made me feel good because I know the background of Oconee Fall Line.
Right.
But we have OFTC graduates mixed all through this community, don't we?
Correct. Yes. And when you see a graduate from OFTC, or if they say, I graduated from OFTC, then you have a sense of comfort. I know I'm going to be taken care of. So I know when you saw that, you was like, you felt at ease.
Absolutely.
So because you know the reputation that we have,
Yep.
And we do the hands-on, we are different. And one of our slogan is think differently. And that's what you have to do in order to be successful. And that's what we plant. We plant a seed into our students.
Yeah. Yeah, and no matter if it's pharmaceutical or nursing or CNA or LPN, whatever it is, and the state test is unbelievable. Once you go through this program, how many people pass that state test? I know you got some bragging to do there.
Yes, of course, 100%.
Yeah. How you get any better than that? I mean, my goodness.
What else can you do? It's 100%
Except
pass
keep doing
rate.
it, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And we are proud of that. We have that 100% pass rate. And what is so touching is when you do go out into the community and you see your students that have graduated and they're doing great, and they like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for planting that seed. So we have seen the fruit of our labor.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It is great. And to look at, last time I was here, I was over in the nursing program, and the head of radiology with Fairview came, which is a graduate of Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and now he is running the radiology department. And I was recently in there, and I had some tests done in radiology, and I mentioned his name, and we just love him. Oh my goodness, he is just so OCD about things, And I'm sure he was raised with some of that, but you're trained that because nursing, welding, no matter what the job, you know, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
That's right. That's right. And we want our students to take every day that they attend with us seriously. This is important because once they leave us, they out there changing lives, just like we have transformed their life. So, you know, take every day seriously. And I'm like, ask for all the information that you need. That's why we're here. So just,
And you're going to help them in a special way at this expo. How are you going to help them coming in here?
This is what OFTC offer any student that come to any of the career fairs. We will waive the $25 application fee. That is for them to attend here. Not only will we waive the application fee, we will walk them step by step, completing the financial aid FAFSA for them, showing them the career options they have. Maybe the career here need more training. We can provide it. They need welders. If that's something you want to do, you can come. And the best part about that, with welding, that is one of our Hope Career Grants. That's a zero tuition. So if you want to become a welder, come join us.
Recently, I was in the automotive technology department, and we need students in there. I mean, you're talking about a great career path and make money. Tell me about that program.
We have an excellent instructor that is passionate about his craft. He is going to ensure that his students learn everything they need in automotive. It's like automotive is connected with the diesel. All the training that we have in that TNI, it's all connected. And Gary makes sure he connect each dot. So once our student leave, like we have shared before, we have almost 100% placement rate. So we need you to come if you have an interest in automotive. Also, diesel mechanic. We have that program, which is an awesome program. And I always encourage our students, if you're going to do diesel, let's do welding too. Let's have both of them because they work hand in hand. Also, we have HVAC. These programs, and they're going to notice when they come here to the job fair that they're looking for people that actually have earned a certificate or a diploma in that program. And it only takes from 1 to 6 semesters to complete.
And this is good money.
Yeah.
These guys, automotive technology, diesel mechanic, HVAC, welding, this is really good money. This is above average money. So, and it don't take but that long. You come in, they teach you. And Gary, those of you may know him. He worked at the Ford store for 30 years, I guess. Matter of fact, the day after I did the show with him, I was in the Ford store here in town picking up a part. And I mentioned that I just did a show with him. Oh, my gosh. Then people come around that counter. Oh, Gary, man.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing. He's perfect for that job. So that's the kind of instructors, whether it's that or diesel mechanic or whatever, but that's the kind of instructors you attract here at Oklahoma Fall Line.
All our instructors, they have passion for what they do. So that's what you love, and you can see the passion and you can see the desire that they have to make sure that they student like take in everything. And that's what I love about OFTC, the passion that the employees have for their students and for their job. And to me, this is not a job. This is my ministry. This is what I do to help change. We don't only change lives, but we change our communities because they become productive citizens. And that's the blessing of having this technical college here and in Sandersville. So that's, we love it. But like I said, $25, you don't have to pay. We're going to waive that. And then we're going to make sure that you take care of your financial aid so that won't be a burden. And we have a lot of programs that we can waive that will waive your tuition, zero tuition. We also looking for students to come into our early childhood. We need teachers. We need parapros. So we encouraging you, if you have the desire to work with children, please come see us. We have some great instructors.
Yeah. And that early childhood, we gave out the Dr. Ben Carson's book
That's
recently,
right.
part of Rotaract and Rotary here in Lawrence County and OFTC. And to meet, you talking about passion. If you hadn't heard anything else in this show today from all three of the guests, is dress for success and passion. And you can tell the people on this set today, all of us, we have the passion for what's going on here. And that early childhood, I wish I could pull her name out of the air.
Gail
but
Clark.
thanks for pulling that down for me there.
Yeah.
I need cue cards on that. But she is Miss Passion. I mean, you talking about a girl, lady, that has passion and is perfect for early childhood.
That's right.
And there are jobs in early childhood parapros and that. Before we go, I got to talk about something that I just love about this school, and that is helping people make that first step, that GED. Because so many people, they come in, and look, there's reasons why things happen sometimes. You had to drop out. It might have been your fault. It might have been a situation. You might have had to help with the family. It don't even matter. You know, those things don't matter. Throw all that out the window. Call us out here, and you're listening to the Dean of Student Affairs right here. And our GED program here is the people in that department, Demi, and
Tiffany Lofton.
Tiffany, thank you. And they're going to get it. I mean, you're going to get it, and then you can go to that next step.
That's all right. That's all right. And the best part about coming out here to earn your GED, once they earn that GED, they get another $500 HOPE scholarship for they can continue their education. Come on.
You got money everywhere, girl.
Yes, it's like, so don't tell me that, oh, I cannot afford it. Come see us. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do to help you. We have scholarships. We have 2 great foundations that will help with our students, funding their education. So please, that's the only thing I hate when someone, I can't. Yes, you can.
That's right.
Yes, you can.
Can't, never could do nothing.
There you go.
But, and I could sit here and talk to you all day. We got to go. But, you know, the GED, even you can get $12 a day for transportation. I mean, we could go on with the benefits. So you have no excuse. Call the number. Just call the number. And like I said, we could talk all day because there's over 100 courses out here at OFTC. There's something for everybody. And like I said, you get to talk, and you got all kind of stuff running through my mind here. But
yeah, because I'm like, I'm saying, oh, God, I forgot about mechatronics. I need to tell them about mechatronics, too. I'm like,
well, they need to just call or come by. And if you can't afford it, there's HOPE, and there's financial aid, there's Pell, and I mean, there's all kind of things, you know, but just they have someone in that department. But you can tell we're excited about this. So if you'll get excited and come be a part of this expo, tell us the dates again.
July the 19th and July the 24th.
Okay, July 19th on our Sandersville campus. If you live over in Wrightsville, Johnson County, Deep Step, all in that area, you can go to Sandersville, hey, or you can come to Dublin on the 24th. If you can't be at one or the other, just come on. It's worth the drive. So the number, the email, all the good stuff, oftc.edu. Just log on there. It's one of the best websites I've ever seen. So thank you so much for joining me today. I always enjoy talking with you.
Yes, you are awesome.
Well, I don't know about that. We're going to edit that part out right there. But, yeah, last time, I got to tell this before we go, but last time I had to chase you down.
Yes,
now.
you did. Yes, you did.
At least you volunteered this time. So you can tell we're having fun here. Come be a part of this. Come be a part. Get you a job. Get a career, as Eddie said. Career with benefit. Think about health care. All the things go with it. Come and take that next step. Even if you got a job, you can move up to that better job. So come be a part of this expo. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us. If you need this information and maybe you come on at the end of the show, stay tuned. We're going to play it again, or you can log on our YouTube account at TV35 WDIG. You have a great day.